Good evening, guys. Good evening once again. Welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please, before I go any further, I am not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. I am not a political analyst, but I am a South African citizen who is also a voter. So I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of this gorgeous, gorgeous country. Otherwise, how am I going to know who to vote for? I have to be curious. Anyway, tonight I'm bringing a bit different topic. The question that has been bugging me for the longest time, and I just couldn't get the courage of making this video for the longest time, but tonight is the night. And the question that has been bugging my head for the longest time is, when did Nelson Mandela become this sellout that many people talk about? Nelson Mandela used to be our hero. We sang songs about Nelson Mandela. You know, we might not have experienced him much at our younger age, because we were informed that there was Nelson Mandela who went to jail for us. We didn't know what the hype was. You do understand what I'm saying? We didn't know, and then we were informed, right? But then again, after many years, I realized that, let me say in recent years, I noticed that we had breakaway parties like your EFF. Oh, there was also COPE, who is also a breakaway from the ANC and other parties we too. And I believe that with also the development of factions within the ANC, I think those were the contributing factors in destroying the name of Nelson Mandela. But what was the reason? Why is the name of Nelson Mandela being destroyed like that? And I do believe that the people that came, that decided to go for the name, for Nelson Mandela's name, destroying it like that, calling him a sellout, because we saw even the ANC members calling Nelson Mandela a sellout. I think the contributing factors into that was the breakaway parties and the development of factions within the ANC. The reason was because there was this a continuous attempt to destroy the ANC, and it was a bit difficult up until the existence of MK. They realized that the ANC always has this Nelson Mandela legacy which covers the ANC with some dignity. So that was like an atonement for so many sins that the ANC was committing. So the ANC enjoyed a continuous support by the people, young and old, regardless of the many things that the ANC was doing wrong, because of the name of Nelson Mandela. So they looked at it and be like, you know what, we need to go for that name. We need to go for that name. That name has to lose its power. We need to go for that legacy, and we destroy that legacy so that the ANC could be naked. Do you understand? And they successfully did that. So this is my take. So many people have said Nelson Mandela went to prison to liberate black people, and when he came out, he started saying we must live in harmony with the people that were oppressing us. As if Nelson Mandela was taking those decisions all by himself. They even said Chris Nani wouldn't do that. He would have chased all the white people away. And Mandela came out and said we must all live in harmony together. But did Mandela take that decision all by himself? Hold on, please. Let us watch this.
The Africans want the franchise on the basis of one man, one vote. They want political independence.
Do you see Africans being able to develop in this country without the Europeans being pushed out?
We have made it very clear in our policy that South Africa is a country of many races. There is room for all the various races in this country.
Are there many educated?
We have made it very clear in our policy that South Africa is a country of many races. There is room for all the various races in this country.
Are there many educated?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? He says, we made it clear in our policy. Anyway, some people would argue that this is not the only thing that they are talking about. And some have been saying Nelson Mandela was not supposed to have negotiated from within the walls of prison. They say, how can you negotiate from the point of weakness? That's why he sold out, because when he came out of prison, he went straight to a white man's house. Even Julius Malema was saying, I've never came out of prison and went to live in Sentin. I was outside working, so between me and Nelson Mandela, who is anyway. Anyway, I wanna show you what Mama Winnie once said when he was interviewed. He also said something that is like the one that Nelson Mandela said, which means it was known within the ANC that we would live with white people. All of us would live, black, white, Indian, would be colored, would be living together. I want to put Mama Winnie's clip right here.
Are almost certain to be faced with a bloody war.
No, but there's not one man, one vote anywhere in Africa.
Will there be one man, one vote?
Certainly. That is inevitable. There will be a one man, one vote in this country, and there will be a majority government in this country. But that majority government will accommodate everybody.
Guys, before we proceed, did you see how gorgeous Mom Winnie used to be? Oh my word, that face is just too perfect. The voice, oh my goodness, yeah. No, that woman was gorgeous, out of this world, just beautiful. Anyway, I shared that video clip to make you see that it was not just Nelson Mandela's policy when he was negotiating within the walls of prison from a point of weakness, as people say. So when they call him a sellout, this is what I normally say, is that when they call him a sellout, I would have sold out within that 1 year. I would have sold out, because the torture of prison and all the prison life, I would have sold out. But for 27 years, guys, 27 years. I know we sound ungrateful. Anyway, our people sacrificed a lot, because he was not alone in that journey. So they sacrificed a lot for us to be this ungrateful. Don't come for me. It is just me. It is just me. It saddens me. All right, I also want to share a clip of how his children viewed that time when he was away, the sacrifices he made. He didn't make these sacrifices alone. I am just highlighting him because he was the first president that we had, and number two, he is now being touted as this sellout, the biggest sellout ever. I want you to hear from his children.
It is like some kind of personal comfort that at least the world recognizes the sacrifices that he's made, that he wasn't able to father us for many years, that when he was incarcerated, he suffered many losses whilst in prison. Person recognizes the sacrifices that he's made, that he wasn't able to father us for many years, that when he was incarcerated, he suffered many losses whilst in prison, personal losses, but he still came out to be a man of peace and reconciliation. I'm glad that that is being documented and shared, and that people continue to celebrate his life.
With all those clips that I just shared, don't you think that we are a bit unfair, if not ungrateful, of the sacrifices that this man has made to benefit South Africans? Or maybe aren't you looking at this and be like, maybe we are wrong, maybe this man is not such a sellout? Notice what I've come to conclude with this is that it was intentional. The messing up with Nelson's name was intentional, not attacking him as an individual, because people wanted to make sure that the ANC is naked of this legacy, so that it can be easily attacked and there will be no cushion to cover the ANC sins. So, but I don't know. I don't know. As usual, like any other topic when we are discussing, I'm looking forward to seeing your comments in the comment section, whether you agree with me or disagree with me or just want to leave your own views. We have the comment section for that. Guys, thank you for watching my videos. I highly appreciate it. And this is South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here.